People across the top end have been sweltering through sauna-like conditions for months, waiting eagerly, desperately for the monsoon to wash away the stifling heat. The monsoon typically arrives in the last week of December, but it's been a relatively dry January. Isabella Tolhurst joins us in the studio. We've seen a bit of increased rainfall today. Is this officially the arrival of the monsoon?
It's a great question, Kyle, and I have both good news and bad news to deliver. The good news, there is a monsoon trough and we will get some nice rain this weekend. The bad news, the monsoon onset has not officially arrived in Darwin. And the worst news is that it's all going to dry up again next week and the next monsoon window isn't until later in the month. There's currently a monsoon trough lying over the Kimberleys rather than the NT. We are getting monsoon-like conditions from it, like today's rainfall, but over the next few days, that trough will weaken. It's all due to a potential tropical cyclone developing off the west coast of Australia. The weather in the west is drawing the rain away from the Northern Territory, drying things up again. The next available window for a monsoon then will be later in the month, around Australia Day. Now, just because the monsoon is arriving later than usual, it does not mean the wet season will finish later. It just means we might only get 2 monsoon bursts rather than the typical 3 or 4 across the season. It also means there'll be less chances of cyclones developing. The reason why this year's monsoon is so late is not entirely clear, but the Bureau has its theories.
Not seeing too much from El Niño or La Niña, for example, but what we do see are warmer than average sea surface temperatures across much of the sort of seawaters surrounding Australia.
So essentially, Kyle, we will see increased rainfall over the weekend, but it's not here to stick around. And with the record latest monsoon arrival, the 25th of January, we could be giving that record a run for its money.